misread that completely.
Now, people are wondering...
Yeah, this is Zippy.
Well, we've not heard anything about the court case, and yet Zippy's abroad.
With the money. I mean, I don't know, like, maybe. Fucking who knows?
I needed to get away.
Fucking, I bet you did. People were asking too many questions, weren't they? Fucking hell. Fucking.
And there's several reasons.
Let's hear them.
I am an individual that...
Fuck me. I am an individual, that's a great reason. What else?
Was a lot of things up.
Thank you. But what the fuck's that got to do with it? I need to get it. I wish I could get a win now.
And it takes a lot for me to release it.
Oh, God. If we could just not have people talking about releasing shit, I would really like to. I don't feel like that's the first time I've actually had to hear somebody say that on social media.
Over the past 4 to 6 weeks, I've had an ex-partner who, which is fine, no longer...
I mean, it's not your choice, is it, really?
...wanted...
Thank you for the calamari. Thank you.
...to be with me, and that...
Gifters, make sure to comment so we can pin you.
It's her choice, and I've respected that. But then goes on...
You're saying that as though that was a great... Like, you did a great thing there. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, pal.
And make up malicious stuff.
Oh, no. You gotta hit that.
Which people have seen, commented. I'm not going to discuss any issues in
you are right now.
regards to that, and I am moving on with that. However...
Yeah, I know, Jojo. The sobriety jack's just a whopper, isn't he? Just report the post. I'm not giving attention to a man who shoves household objects up his back passage completely for everyone to see on an app for 13-year-olds. Cheers, Joe.
There is an application I have put in regards to the posts and the comments that she was making, and that will be for me to deal with behind the scenes. As you all know, I was trying to start my own business. That's now failed because of the actions of other people.
Oh, fucking hell, of course.
And I have this...
Wait a minute, your relationship's ended, your ex has been, you know, toxic or whatever. Fine, I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think it's, you know, the right thing to do. And then, what was it? Then you've had a failed business and you bottle things up, and that's why I had to go on holiday. If my business had failed, I wouldn't be fucking off on holiday. I'd be keeping all my cash.
Court case, which, yes, I was very confident, passionate, and I still am. But it's took a massive chunk of my...
Hey, Susie, thank you.
...my life, and it's took a massive chunk of how I'm feeling. And I am lost.
Maybe you should have used a GPS before you went for a walk. To be fair, a TikToker who rambles on for as long as you do in a video, if you were just looking at the bloody finger, not now for a finger, please. Like, he was probably just like filming the video and then like looked to him and, what the fuck am I? I've been talking away here for ages. I'm lost.
As a person, I am lost.
Not as a unicorn, right? No problem.
For me, I want...
If you're sub to me, guys, go on my profile, the little sub button, in the sub-only space, we have a link to our new sub-only Discord. Go check it out.
To be successful, I don't want...
My mic is far away from you, Johnny. It's really far away from you.
People to have an image of me of, well, he's this, he's that, you know, everyone...
Like, extremely quiet, or is it just Johnny who needs his hearing turned up? Is it me?
Everyone has an opinion, and that's fine. And I'm not there to be liked by everyone. But also, I wanted...
Good to know.
...to prove to each and everyone that what is morally right and what's morally wrong, with facts. and I have managed to successfully,
Sorry, Johnny, you're outvoted, mate.
with all of my support, followers, moderators who have been
Thank you. Who sent that? Sorry, Claire. Thank you, Claire.
on the phone to me when I needed them, and helped me through tough times. I'm at a stage where I don't know what to do with my life
Fucking hell.
anymore. People say, why start something if you can't finish it? I can finish it, and I am determined to continue.
So wait a minute. He's lost his job. I don't know if this is recent either. Somebody's re-uploading shit and tagging me. He's lost his job. His business. The last video we saw, he said he lost his job because his relationship ended. Now he's saying his business has failed and someone else, and now he's on holiday. I have no idea. Like, I honestly no idea. But he's determined to continue to pay for a civil court case or criminal, whatever the fuck it is, he's paying for it regardless, to take Mr. UK TikTok official to court as a scammer. But he's basically telling you how hard up he is, in my opinion, because he wants you to fund it. Like, I can't be bothered. Like, I've listened to 4 minutes of this waffling. Nobody cares, pal.
You wanna?
Oh. 11th of January 2025. I thought it was their anniversary today, but this is one of the occasions that Rickster and Talia split up, right? And Talia was on live crying about it. I tell you what, if their relationship does end, it's going to be absolutely explosive. Crazy.
Fucking tell the world, right? You want to make a statement? You want to replace my pictures? You want to delete me?
Fucking hell. I'm glad you chose singing and not acting. I don't know what the fuck this is. I've got nothing left. Maybe.
Of everything.
Must annoy them, really, that no matter what they do, I'm still here. Reacting to them. Every day. Just getting on with my life.
If you're gonna make a statement, then let's make the fucking statement.
Make a statement? Make a statement? They're going to put out a press statement.
Let's make the fucking statement.
Please make it.
Because I never did any of that. I never did any of that.
I don't believe you. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but if she says she didn't do something, I'm going to assume she did it.
I don't care if you fucking laugh away. I've got nothing to hide. Nothing to prove.
You definitely have a lot to prove to yourself. You seem to be getting a bit touchy about being a failed singer, but that's genuinely what you are. That is genuinely what you are. You've had not even one-hit wonders. Just sort of like generic pop shite. And it doesn't really go that far, does it?
Right?
I'll have you know my song is being played in 100 supermarkets in the UK. I bet that's what you wanted to be when you grew up. I bet that was the goal. Fucking hell.
Ricky, I know that's you. I know you're Billy Plain.
See? So they broke up on this date, obviously got back together, and he was still trolling her. He went to trolling her immediately.
Fool.
Which also means as well, because it's kind of a slip, by her saying, I know that's your troll account, your horrible account, she is also saying that she knew that he was doing all that sort of shit with that account. The dog doesn't whine that much.
Fool.
Calling anyone
Fool.
a fool. Oh god, the loop's horrible. Who's recording the loop? Sorry, I'm pouring a drink. Diddle-a-doo. Well, yeah, it is a video of a... What the fuck is this? Mum, can we buy some chop suey? We have chop suey at home. The chop suey at home.
I'm talking the trance and myself around with sign. I great when angel is good.
Fucking hell. That is brutal. Brutal. Oh God, not Windridge again. What is he doing?
And I just said to her, enjoy Spain. I just said, enjoy Spain. Hello.
I think your track record on Snapchat, maybe you should be off it. Yeah? Ask for their age, Ryan.
Time for trucks. You still going to that TED Fest tomorrow, Time for Trucks? Because I need to be around decent people who are genuine. I know a lot of the truck drivers are genuine to me, but there is a few idiots in the truck community. But
You should really piss off truckers. That's what you should do. You should really throw shade at the trucking community. People who drive trucks and long hauls and that. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I don't think they'll take that personally. I don't think they'll have any issue with you. I think physically you'll be able to defend yourself. That's good.
But no matter what your hobby passion is, there's idiots in every community.
Yeah, trying to talk to kids. Isn't that right, Ryan?
There's idiots in the train community. There's idiots in the truck community. There's idiots in no matter what life. There's idiots even when people work in businesses like retail. There's idiots that you work with in retail. Like, everyone's not going to be nice. Good, thanks you, Alana.
Wait a minute. Everyone in retail isn't nice.
Top Golf. Guys, stop talking about Top. She did. Guys, you don't believe me, do you? Like she messaged me. Look, bear with. Let me show you it properly, so it's not. I just said to her, enjoy Spain. It's just.
Well, that would mean that you messaged her first, genius. Like, is he all right?
Like, look, bear with. I know I shouldn't be showing this because it's a private message, so I apologise. I'll just show
I
you.
apologise, but I'm going to do it anyway.
See.
Why do you think? What is that?
What?
I'm going to come back? Question mark. So that's a response to a question. You must have asked the question.
Why do you think I'm going to come back? And I just said, enjoy Spain. I don't know why she hasn't deleted me on Snapchat. You think she would delete me on Snapchat?
You would, wouldn't you? Maybe it's just collecting evidence, Ryan.
That's alright, time for truck.
Jesus.
Is it
Yes. Remy. Yeah.
disappointing when I requested you back, Ray, because I thought we were friends, and I thought maybe we were going to be more than friends.
I just love social interactions. Oh, God, not a finger. Not again.
Can everyone just tap the screen for me, please?
I'm trying not to be awkward while I react to it.
Guys, we've got a free win streak here. Can we not? Can we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Remy cares about a win streak, so
I've asked this guy out, right? And do you know what he did? He hung up on me. And then everyone told me yesterday he had a question for me yesterday. And then I went and asked him, and he had no questions for me. And he sent me his red.
Who just slipped me a finger? Natalie, thank you. That was the first one with lubricant. Thank you.
Hard thing in the bath. Thank you for the chocolate.
I'm not into Remy like that, guys. Like, if anybody went live with me and started saying that sort of shit, I'd go bright red too. I can't deal. I'm terrible. I'm literally terrible. You know, but... Hey, DD. Yeah, but you didn't even tell me if you liked it. When I sent you, you left me on red. So, you know, you're giving it all that. But I've been left on red, Remy.
Well...
I'm jealous of this dog. Jealous.
Because,
Yours is never lubricated. Cheers, Claire. Oops.
it's because of the disappointment that
If anybody spoke to me like that, I'd blush. I don't mind being the joke.
I felt that there was no specific questions asked. Oh, go through the glove, guys. Go through the glove.
There was definitely a specific question. Don't do that to me, Connie. Don't. And here it is.
Yeah, so it's bath
Yeehaw, bitch.
time now. Do you want to see my little rubber ducky?
That was a very Very concise question, Remy.
And what was my response, Fat Freak?
You actually, within, well, Mazza, come on now, go easy with the finger. Not very long, tried ringing me.
No, I said,
Don't give up, Remy, what a comment.
you an image, didn't I?
No, yeah, I can't. Judging by the comments of this video, everyone loves this crack though. I'll talk about the image.
Guys, I sent him a picture of me in my underwear.
I can't believe she said that.
Yeah, you gulp.
It's nothing in here. I'm just hiding my face. Why do you keep telling me to drink the pineapple flavoured Monster?
Do you know why I've been asking you to drink the pineapple flavoured Monster?
I have no idea.
Makes everything a little bit sweeter, doesn't it, darling? Well, seeing as, you know.
Don't forget, if you're sending those gifts, 100 coins or more, give the mods a shout so we can pin you.
Nothing's happening. I'll just leave, shall I?
I think you should go live with another evening TikTok burger creator that you enjoy, maybe Delusive Angie or... What? I think it's important that you branch out, you make some more friends. Delusive Angie's the place to start, and then I don't know, maybe Dave Duran's is on. I don't know. Is Dave Duran's on, guys? No idea. I feel awkward. I'm watching myself be awkward. I'm feeling awkward.
So you lot keep telling me to keep trying. Have you seen how he keeps palming me off? At this point, we're just going to move to the blocking each other stage because this is going nowhere, guys. I keep trying. I keep turning up. I send him lovely voice notes.
Voice notes are questionable.
Listen, I sent you some bangers yesterday.
Yeah, what was the one I said? I was genuinely like, oh, what's that song? And you just didn't tell us.
It was called Chaise Lounge. Was it Wet Leg?
I did not believe it was called Wet Leg. It is. Wet Leg? Shut up. Was it called Wet Leg?
Was it called Wet Leg? Thank you, H, my darling.
I am not searching Wet Leg.
No, seriously, it's called Chaise Long. I can't say that word. Yeah.
It's got a brilliant bass line.
Leg.
That's going on the Fact Freak playlist.
And every time you play it, who will you be
She is lovely.
thinking about? On the Chaise Lounge?
On the Miss Remy, of course.
Mm-hmm. And will you have a wet leg?
Oh, no.
We'll leave him with that, guys. We'll leave him with that.
I think I ended my battle. Did I end my battle? Oh, no. No, I thought I panicked and just, cancelled the battle as well. No, I didn't. Bloody hell. What is this? The cat doesn't piss in the wardrobe anymore. Is that what we're bragging about nowadays?
Can you imagine, how funny it is when you've got this effect on so many people? 3 years ago, when I fired up my first live, I had 6 people live, and I didn't have to say that I'd shagged my dog to get a TikTok career, do you know what I mean?
It was a debate, actually.
I mean, that's the bare minimum, isn't it?
Already won in life. You really don't affect
I don't think Angie was mainly known for her debates. It was the dog, and then she did debates.
me. I've won in life.
Should I have said that?
You know, I'm not 50 years old. On fucking alcohol to get through the day, pissed up in my mum's spare bedroom while my cat.
Do you think Red genuinely doesn't like Delusive? I believe that EQ and her more, I believe that hatred of each other more than I believe theirs. I don't know.
Pissing and shitting in the wardrobe, you know. I've actually got a life.
Cheers for the heart meets, guys.
So, I've already won.
He doesn't piss in the wardrobe anymore, Miss Red.
Yeah, everyone feels sorry for Delusive, though. That's the problem. That's how she gets people back. I will never entertain her, ever.
I still want.
Excuse me, Miss Red. My cat had a condition. He has crystals in his urine. Don't mock my cat's illness. Yes, that's why he
Is sure the crystals weren't in your urine?
was pissing in the wardrobe, guys. He couldn't help himself.
It could be Angie, you know. She gets blackout drunk. She could have been pissing in the wardrobe. She just can't remember.
And she's mocking him.
Yeah.
Poor Babalusha.
I'm sorry.
We're having a gang
We're having a what?
bang. We're having a ball. We're having a gang bang against the wall. We'd like
And that's where you'd want to have it.
you to join us. It's part
This is Sheila.
of the fun. Oh, a gang bang is the thing to do, but it takes more than one. We're having a gang
It does.
bang.
Did it mean something else at one point? Like I don't even know what to Google on this front. Or does this woman just have no clue what she's singing?
We're having a ball. We're having a
I can't see her going down very well at
gang bang against the wall. Oh,
It came from a film. Donna, you saucy little devil, you. Donna's just outed herself. You've been watching a film with this as the theme, have you? And what did they do in that film, Donna?
a gang bang is the thing to do, but it takes more than one.
I don't believe that this was a PG film. You've all watched it, you dirty things.
But Betty,
He wants an invite.
you are a complete little minx, aren't you?
I'm treated like this because they know who I
Is your bell end?
am. I'm a TikToker and I've made a lot of money.
Nah, it's because you're a twat.
Again, Grandad, again.
I'm treated like this because they know who I am. I'm a TikToker and I've made a lot of money.
Nah, it's because you're a twat.
I mean, spot on.
Can everyone tap my screen or I'm coming out?
Oh no, this is one of the most accurate representations I've ever seen.
Guess towards takeaway. Guess towards takeaway. And everyone.
Wow.
My fame.
Alpha Bar says her fame isn't good fame. She says she has a dark sense of humour. I mean, I agree with the first statement. I don't know about your humour. I've never seen you make anybody laugh unless it's at your expense.
Isn't good fame, it's infame. And I understand, I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
But regardless, I'm still asked for pictures by people. I'm still asked for people wanting photos. And people...
Yeah, I would imagine that goes... They get sent around taking the piss out of you as well, if I'm honest with you.
Well, lovely to me, like in real life. And it's really lovely to see because, you know, that gives me a lot of faith in humanity because it shows that people care. They're not like horrible people in the screens, that they're coming to me in real life and they're actually being nice to me.
Has Alpha Bar got gains? She looks like she's fucking hench.
And actually being kind, and that's all I've ever wanted, is just to be liked. Because that's who I am as a person, is I'm kind in real life.
Are you?
Unfortunately, drama, people make me out as an evil person. When deep down in real life, I'm not an evil person. I'm just a very blunt person who's got a big heart. And when I'm not under pressure, I don't say shit, you know? It's the like Jaden says you are, but you don't know me in real life. If you knew me in real life, you wouldn't say that. I know that for a fact. And my friends know that for a fact. My mum knows that for a fact. You're just...
Right, you're so fucking boring.
Yeah, or you just...
Right, can you guys give me 2 seconds? I need to go for a piss. Tap up that screen. What likes we on at the minute? 80k. Let's see if we can hit 100k. Also, mods, if you could let people know about our Discords while I just grab a piss. Well, I ain't going to sit here and piss myself, am I, Buffy? Not again. What a song after that statement.
'cause I'll get through without you. And when I give my heart again, I know it's gonna last forever. No one will tell me where or when. I know it's gonna last forever. I won't be that dumb again. I know it's gonna last forever. When I fall in love again, I know it's gonna last forever. Baby Jane, I've said all I wanna say. Go your own way. Don't think twice about me. 'Cause I've got ideas and plans of my own. So long, darling, I'll miss you, believe me. The lesson learned was so hard to swallow, but I know that I survived. I'm gonna take a good look at myself.
Come on, guys, we're going to do it. 100k likes before the end of this. Go.
When I give my heart again, I know it's gonna last forever. No one will tell me where or when. I know it's gonna last forever. When I fall in love next time, I know it's gonna last forever. I won't be that dumb again. I know it'll last forever.
Oh, come on, 99. Oh, yes. Who was that there? Jojo. Thank you, Jojo. Rar, rar, rar. Thank you, Incomplete Masterpiece, for that sub as well. Thank you very much. Make sure to comment if you're sending gifts, 100 coins or more, so we can pin you. We also have a new sub-only Discord. Just go to the subspace of my profile. So go on my profile, click the sub button. You should find it there. All right, let's get back into it. We are going to do a sub-only live tonight as well, chilling, involving some of the people in the Discord. Let's go. Talia jumps into Miss Red's box about doxing, then people join and start giving it to Talia. Wixer gets involved. Yeah, right. I've seen this, but it is funny to see them bullshitting, as usual.
Did you not mean just...
I was in the box for ages and I knew you were tattooing.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Talia. Sorry.
What's going on? Why are you so upset with us and you've got so much energy for us, but you don't call out your mates? Why?
Hang on a minute, Talia. Please don't come in the box with an
What mates? Corey.
attitude, because I'm not upset with anybody.
Right,
know.
Mum.
Paula in the chat there is one of the ladies who sort of calls Talia out in this clip.
At the end of the... Talia, please. I'm not upset with anybody. I just feel like, you know, this whole doxing thing's got to stop. I've said anybody doxing each other's wrong. Phone numbers,
Agree.
addresses, family members.
Agree.
It all needs to stop from everybody.
Well, I've never doxed any.
The only time I would greenlit things like that is if it was like a PDF or something. Do you know what I mean? A convicted predator or like welfare related, or do you know what I mean? But not the way it's been done on here, obviously.
Buddy.
I didn't say that you had, darling.
Why are you upset?
How am I upset?
Because you were calling.
Wixer and Talia actively follow accounts that dox people's houses and addresses and kids and all that sort of shit, so...
Out all the doxers, but you didn't call out Corey.
I said everybody that's doxing, Talia. Everybody that's done it.
Talia, Rickstar, everyone that's doxing. Well, that never happened.
Everybody, I've referenced everybody that's doxed. Obviously not everybody's name on a live, but I have. I've said everybody needs to stop it. Stop threatening to dox family members, people doxing family members. Yesterday, you know, we had Canadian Angie with Alicia's grandparents. It's wrong.
It just all needs to stop. It's just a power trip.
It is wrong. And you know how it feels.
It's just trying to intimidate people.
when it got done to you and you've
Absolutely, this is why I can sit here and say it's wrong and it all needs to stop. But
Because if your address gets out there, a 3-foot mythical creature turns up your door, shouts through your letterbox and calls you fatty bum.
it includes everybody. Call it everybody. It all needs to stop. Because, you know, where's it going to go to next? Like, at what point and where is it going to end?
Well, I think a lot of people have the wrong information and say, oh, doxing isn't actually illegal. Doxing is illegal.
Doxing is highly illegal, darling. I've got 2 cases of malicious communication.
Oh, they're just a pair of critters. They're like, what's it, contradictory people? I couldn't think of the proper word there.
What's going on right now?
Well, I think we've got it on the same person, to be honest, but...
They just contradict each other.
What I did say, you know, obviously, Corey was talking about his auntie being doxed and, you know, being friendly. It all needs to stop. It's wrong.
Oh, is that what you're referring to, Ricky?
Yeah.
That was never put on the platform, Donna. That was sent to him privately in a WhatsApp.
I know, but it's still, like, it needs to stop. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Thank you. All I'm saying, like, I'm not digging people out.
Yeah, hypocrites. That's the word I was looking for. And I've said about Rixa and Talia many times before. They call people out for shit that they are doing themselves. Whether or not somebody did it first or not, you're doing it as well. So, like, you know, it's just me who thinks, like, well, you've got no high ground. Like, I have never doxed anybody's number on this app. I have never doxed anybody's address on this app. I've never doxed anybody's family members on this app, their children, anything like that, right? I've never done that. Never done it. Never done it. So I calling out this doxing and saying it's bollocks, fair enough. But if I'd done it at some point, then you'd be like, oh, well, do you know what I mean? Like, what right have you got? You've done it yourself. I just don't understand.
I specifically said this person, everybody.
I know, we just have to call out everyone because I've never done it. And also...
And you wouldn't believe, right, how many times I get sent information about people. Like, do you know this is where they live? Do you know this, that and the other when I'm doing exposures? And I'm like, I don't need to know that. Unless I appeal because there's a crime and I want to report it. Do you know what I mean? Then there's no need. You know what I mean? Then there's no need.
I could very easily do, as we know, Ricky went to everybody's house on his little mini tour and he's never posted anybody's address online. So it's not always, you know, everyone's always the first person to go for Ricky. And actually, he hasn't doxed anybody. We've never put a phone number on
Bullshit.
here, never put anybody's address on here.
Lies.
But the people that have are not being called out.
I think everybody's been called out, Talia. Absolutely.
One creator called out anybody for putting my address with vulnerable people, children, online, not one creator.
Talia, I think I have. I think I've said that anybody...
Everybody has. They're very, very, very selective. It's like when Talia and Rickster go, you don't hear the fact freak saying XYZ about EQ. And I'm like, I fucking did. I did. I do call these things out. I did. I said what there was being said about children and everything. I didn't stand by that. I thought that was wrong. You're very selective about the narrative that you want to put out because you well know manipulators and bullshitters.
Doxing anybody, address it. I'll tell you, I've spoken about it.
I don't think anybody should have their address doxed, whether I can't stand them or not.
Ricky's dad as well.
I haven't spoke about like every single situation that's going on because I'll be here till next week just talking continuously about everybody who's doxed what, when, what address, But my opinion, and I'll state it again, it all needs to stop. It's getting dangerous. That's all I can say. I can't.
Well, I've got a lot of information behind the scenes, and that Candy man is doing a lot of this, doing a lot of the digging, and I have reasons to believe that he's actually evil avocado.
Right, okay. This is my... I'd never give my... Did I ever give my evil avocado theory? So it was one person who doxed one person to start, obviously. I believe that that person obviously had that information. Once the word got around that there was an account comfortably doxing people, then I believe other people who had other people's information contacted that account and then they put that information out. I don't think it was one person going around like Detective fucking Clouseau, getting all the bloody, and doxing everybody like that. I believe that account was being approached by people and then posting on people's behalf. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take a bloody genius. It doesn't take a genius. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't.
No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I believe Evil Avocado is a woman with blonde hair.
God.
And Candyman, he's a geezer with dark hair.
He's fucking bald, isn't he?
Avocado is a woman.
What, because of that little picture you saw?
Yeah, because of that slip.
Yes.
I believe I know who Evil Avocado is, but I wouldn't say because I don't have evidence unless I've got.
Yeah, because you would want her to be somebody you don't like. You know,
That's all. We'll see.
It could just be fucking anybody. It could be somebody who's never made content on the app before. And like I say, everyone was comfortable then being like, oh, will you post this then? I've got this person's information, I've got this, will you do that?
I can go to TikTok and say that, do you know what I mean?
Tell us.
No, absolutely not. No way. Absolutely not. I couldn't, because I can't be sure. I can sit here and speculate, but I can't be sure on who he is.
Hey, Miss Red, hey, Talia, I just wanted to join for a sec. The comments are saying that Rickster tried to dox Lynn's. Didn't he try and dox Canadian Angie also, but it was a fake person that he
Yep.
doxed?
Yeah.
So he did dox that.
Fuck me. I don't think, you see, the thing is, you can't approach Rickster and Talia and say, well, didn't you dox? Because they'll go, well, somebody did it first. That's not the point. People don't accept you sitting on, like, you've got some moral high ground when you're engaging in the same behaviour.
After you saying he didn't.
No, because it wasn't her, was it? And we knew
It doesn't matter, it was still an innocent
And
family.
he didn't dox Lynn's. Lynn's address was already online.
Oh, so that makes it okay for you to re-dox it, is it?
Well, hang on a minute.
Exactly, and that's what they did with me and many other creators, scumbags.
It was my details that got doxed. People were getting confused.
Yes, but
People seem
everyone's
to think
details.
we're one entity. We're not one entity. We're
But
two
everyone's
entities.
details
I'm
are
the one
getting
at home
doxed.
with children. I'm the one at home with an old grandmother.
And Lynn's also has kids. And so does
nobody
doxed.
So do I. So do a lot of people that they have doxed.
Lynn's. Her details were online. He never doxed
So,
Canadian
okay,
Angie.
so
It was never Canadian Angie, was it? And we knew that all along.
So if her details are online, does that make it okay to re-dox someone again?
She did it to him, to his dad. She did it to his dad first.
I'm not-
So that's, you see, exactly. Well, they did it, well, right. Did you have to?
That my point is, you said Rickster didn't dox, but you just admitted that he did. So
Doxing is when you get
Thank you for the heart news, guys.
somebody's address and you put it online.
no, it doesn't have to be.
Never
I mean,
done that.
Rickster goes live and goes into his messages, and you can already see phone calls that he had there. He doxed his own aunt Sally.
He does. He doxes people all the time.
It was all over TikTok. So I only commit.
He's doxed messages, phone numbers, all sorts of different shit.
Well, that was an accident, wasn't it?
Oh, it was an accident. So
Doesn't matter, it's still doxing.
we still doxed.
But
But that's all I
at the
can
end of
mention.
the day, she shared.
Stop lying. Start being a Christian.
Excuse
Stick
me?
to your words and stop fucking lying.
I love this woman. Corey started this. Corey started what? Corey started what, Stacey? 777. What did he start? I have no idea either. What did it start? How did he start? The doxing, he did what first? Okay, right, okay, so let's just say Stacey's right. I'm talking to you, Stacey. Let's just say you are right, okay? Does that make it then okay for other people to do that? Two wrongs making a right. Do you agree with that? And then I've got another question for you. But it's still not right. It needs to stop. But if somebody has doxed somebody, regardless of who doxed who first, if somebody has done that, do you think it's a bit cheeky of them, Stacey, to then sit there and condemn other people for doing the same things? This is the issue that people have. This is the issue that people have with that. I don't think anybody's got enough time in the fucking day to go backwards and forwards working out the bloody timelines of who did what, where and when. It's just the fact that you shouldn't be doing it. You're sitting there going, it's terrible that people are doing it. Well, you've done it too. So when you've done it as well, you really don't have as much of a moral high ground as you're trying to put out. You know?
Lynn shared Ricky's dad's address online, his grieving father. In retaliation, he reposted her address, and that is it. Nobody put any.
If you're going to dox and you get doxed, you kind of cry about it. You're not the victim. I don't know what you mean. So what you're basically saying is that you agree with Talia and Rix's behaviour. So if Corey doxed them, for example, and then he doxed them, you agree with Corey and Talia. You agree with Talia and Rickster. Just wondering. Of course, Kim. Of course. Well, the turning up at people's houses is a whole other that's a whole other conversation, isn't it? You know, you think you're big and bad, you turn up at the wrong house, it could go bad for you too. Maybe Billy.
Anyone's address online, it was already on there, and both of them reposted each other's addresses. To actually read out my address online,
Well, I did think the 777 was a bit of a giveaway in that username.
nobody knew, with children in it, is a different level.
And Lynn has children too. A lot of people
Exactly.
on this app, and Miss Red has her grandchild around a lot as well.
What is your point?
My point is that you're sitting there saying Rickster didn't dox,
I said
and then you admitted that, oh, well, it was already on the app. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of other people.
He did. He doxed Darren. He doxed Ginger Darren, the disabled lad, when he was video calling him off TikTok, and he began getting arrested, and Rickster streamed it so he would get the views and the attention. So while that lad was getting, well, I'll show you. I've not got it somewhere. It's out there. I can prove it if I need to. I can't be arsed fucking searching for shit now. But he was FaceTiming Rickster, and then the police turned up, and the police started arresting him, and Rickster put it on his screen so everybody could see him getting arrested. That's his mate, by the way. That's his mate. Rather than coming offline or anything like that and helping his mate, he chose to stream it because he knew it would get views. That's doxing. What if Darren had to give out his address to the police or personal information? Anything like that. There's clips all over the place of it.
People that joined the app daily that don't know that address that got doxed.
And that's his mate. Fucking hell.
So
hang on a minute. What's that got to do with any of us?
Because you're sitting there saying Rickster never doxes. Oh, he never does.
Is when you put someone's address on.
Yes, and you just said.
There are lots of different ways of doxing people. Any personal and private information is doxing. If you're able to find something on the public domain, then it's not doxing, but it's how you use that information creates another crime. So if you were to put my address online, for example, and say somebody needs to go, someone needs to go there and do XYZ to him, that then becomes a crime. That then becomes a crime. The doxing isn't a crime, it's what the doxing is causing. I've gone over this so many times.
He's never done that. No, it was already on Evil P's page.
Doesn't matter. What if 100 or 1,000 people didn't know who Evil P was? They didn't see it.
Then don't dox his dad. If you don't want to, repost it. But at the end of the day, I don't know who you are.
So basically, Talia is okay with doxing as long as it's not them being doxed. Fuck me.
Yeah, I don't know who you are.
Your opinion.
Going by the comments, I don't know. They're saying you're a field singer. I don't know who you are.
Okay, well, going by you, who has absolutely no followers, I don't.
That was the most bloody 1 second, sorry. I don't know who you are, but going by the comments, you're a failed singer. I mean, that was the comment of the stream so far. Can I hear that?
Doesn't matter.
Again?
What if 100 or 1,000 people didn't know who Evil P was? They didn't see it.
Then don't dox his dad. If you don't want to, repost it. But at the end of the day, I don't know who you are. I don't know
who you are.
Your opinion.
Going by the comments, I don't know. They're saying you're a field singer. I don't know who you are.
Okay, well, going by.
You don't know who I am? The great Talia Dean. Fucking hell.
You, who has absolutely no followers.
I'm not here for followers or
on here for a bit.
They all think that. They all think that.
Clout. Do an FYP show with your little 100 followers.
My 100 followers. Do you know?
Do you know who I am? Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, do you know what? Let's try and start fucking telling the truth.
It's crazy that you come on and the best thing you can do is insult my girlfriend.
Here we go. You know you went and thumped my girlfriend. Don't you do it. It's my girlfriend. You apologise to my girlfriend. Or you're going to find a horse's head in your bed. Fuck off, man. Honestly. This is pathetic.
And let me talk. Number one, I 100% never, ever doxed anybody's address, and I've got lots of
bullshit
addresses because I can get address.
Bullshit.
Never, not once. The only thing I ever did when Evil Queen, Evil P, who works for Evil Queen, put Lindsay's address out there, because I never had it. They had it, okay? She doxed my father's address, who's really ill, he's grieving, he's touching 70. What I did was reshare a post from him.
I don't think Rick understands how bullet points work when you go 1, 2. It's usually like concise bullet points. You just started rambling on there. I have no idea what you're on about.
Because Lynn's already shared the address. That's what I did. I apologise for that, but I've never once aired Corey's address, EQ's address, nobody's address. I'm not a doxer. And as for Canadian Angie, I was doing it for the picture of her appearance.
And you were doxing somebody you believed to be Canadian Angie, yes?
Who she really is, not her address. So no, and I knew it.
Well, the thing is, how does Talia ever think that she would ever build a fan base up based on what she is? She'll have the 200 to 400 people that sometimes turn up in Rickster's live and lick the willets from the backside off the two of them for God only knows why. Her biggest fan is Rickster playing her old music videos over and over again on live streams. Like, she's never going to be taken seriously as an artist in 2025, and for the last God only knows how many years. It's not just about your talents, it's about your personality. People have to connect with you. Thank you, Haley, thank you. People have to connect with you and then your music, or vice versa. And what are they going to connect with when it comes to you? Your transphobia, your homophobia, your vile attacks on people, your bullshitting, your doxing, the things you say about people, like... What's to like? What's to like? I hope Rickster's alright streaming your songs on whatever it is over and over and over again to get money. Like, nowadays as an artist, you don't make money through streaming songs on platforms. You make money from touring. And who the fuck's gonna, what kind of venues will you be touring? How many tickets do you think you'll be able to sell to any gig? Genuinely, when was the last time you had a gig that wasn't inside of a church because of, what you do? Thank you. Like, legitimately, where are you going to make money from this career? Maybe you do, ghost writing and shadow writing and all that sort of shite, but that's not being what you want, is it? So how are you going to put backsides in seats? You're just not. Who's going to come to your shows? Maybe some of the people you've doxed and given shit to.
Well, now I want to call her out, but that's a long time ago. But no one can tell me that I've ever doxed an address because they have, but everyone else has doxed addresses. That's it. But for the insults, you want to talk and have a debate or a discussion, and that's fine. But that's a turn and say you're a failed singer. It just proves what kind of person that you are. You know what I mean?
That's true. She is. She is. I mean, when you say failed, I mean, this might have been her peak. This might have been her peak. This might be exactly what she wanted. When she was like, I'm going to be a famous musician. When she was on the stages of X Factor, she just hoped that it would lead to her streaming from her bedroom on TikTok, screaming transphobic rants. Maybe that is what she wanted. Maybe she hasn't failed.
Because that's not nice, is it? That's just horrible.
Yes! Richter, can I ask you a question?
Of what?
Jim.
No, I'm going now, boy.
Oh, God.
You can't listen to the
He's off the docks. He's off the docks, everybody. He's a very busy man.
But it's all right for Richter to go to somebody's house when their
yes, it is. Fully support that. Fully support it.
So
fully support it.
Nobody's shocked, Talia.
Go to somebody's house when their grandmother passed away?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, so personally, right, hang on a minute, caller, please. So obviously, I've had my opinion. I mean, we've got police cases and everything else going on. I think him turning up to the evil one's house.
Well, any record company nowadays, apparently she's with Sony. I mean, fuck me. There's so many side companies to Sony, maybe she'll write down at the bottom somewhere. But, you know, your online presence, your online footprint is definitely scrutinised with this sort of stuff.
With, you know, obviously other people was absolutely wrong. And if it's one-on-one, when it went to Curry's or Levi's, it'd be a different story, but there was more than one person there. Do you know what I mean? So you have
But nothing was going to happen. People going on like he went round there to beat him up. Like he had.
Nobody knows what was going to happen. Like, you know.
What if somebody came out the door, Talia, and chefed him? Like, serious question. Like, serious question. I know most people are not stupid, so they're going to keep the door locked, they're going to ring the police, they're going to report it and keep the footage from their cameras and shit like that. But what happens if he turns up at the wrong door? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going along like, oh, nothing might have happened. Well, if we take your fantasy scenario where Rickson was just going to offer them a tray of rich tea biscuits and a cup of coffee, how does anybody in the house who is previously being threatening online know that that's what his intention was? And what if they acted in that way? Like, honestly, just idiots. I agree as well, Paula. Why would they go with their faces covered, black gloves, trying door handles? Absolutely.
We're all adults.
Can I just say, well, it was a wee bit strange, Talia, that Rickster went with two other men. Rickster pulled
Went with
his
one man.
covers or his hands, plus there was guys
Doesn't matter.
there with gloves on.
Yeah.
You know, and you're saying he wasn't going to do anything. Make it make sense, love, would you?
Why would he turn up in the middle of the day, full on camera, no mask or anything? Like, are you for real?
And they were trying door handles, so why would anybody go to somebody's door and try their door handle?
He
Remember, we've already proved this is bullshit.
only touched EQ's door handle because her house looks like
No, he
an
didn't.
abandoned place.
Or he
Not true.
was touched as well.
Where's the footage of that? I've never seen
It's
that.
on TikTok, it's on FYP.
Can you
somewhere.
show me that?
It's on FYP
Can
somewhere.
you show me footage of where
I
Ricky
find it,
tried
I'll
Corey's
go right and
door
tell
handle?
you.
That's when I saw this bit, I was like, time for fact freak. Time for fact freak. Very easy for me to just be like, here's the footage. And obviously I did do a video, it's on the fact freak too, showing that.
I'll do it. But he definitely did touch Corey's hand up.
You shouted through the letterbox.
Like, they've just made it so easy to make content about them recently. Like, honestly, I like that I'm affecting their day every day. And
I saw that.
Absolutely fantastic.
There you go. It's on FYP.
Don't show me, tag me in it. What's your point? I don't care. I couldn't care less. If you don't say things if you don't think people are going to turn up on your doorstep. You say, "Oh, he."
Listen to your own words. I mean, nobody should be. I don't think anyone should be, but you've got to be like, listen to the words and the messages you are putting out and how people may perceive them.
Lost his nan. Well, we've all had losses, haven't we? Mine are quite public too. Why do I need?
Okay.
I just have a question. You said, why would he do that? Why would he turn? Why would he? Why did he drive 4.5 hours?
Because he invited him. If you remember correctly, Corey sat on a live and said, "Come to my house, Ricky." So the next day he did.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, one-on-one.
God.
It's fair enough, but when you're coming with more than one person.
One-on-one if you're having a fight, not like...
Exactly.
I'm going to tag you in the
None of
video
that was going to
now.
happen.
I'll tag you in the video now and touch the door handle.
What was going to happen, honestly, she's absolutely clapped.
Well, hang on a minute, guys.
We can all split platforms, Donna, to make it look good for us. So when I get all my hundreds of people in later on talking negative on you, so everyone
Here comes the threats from Rickster. When I get my hundreds of people live later on and we're just going to talk shit about you and I'm going to say, send me octopus gifts, otherwise I'm not going to start me live. And why does everybody else get their likes liked on the screen quicker than me? I must be the only one with followers who don't like the screen and the laziest people. Like, legitimately, these are quotes from screen recordings of his live. Jesus Christ. Do you know how many of those hundreds of people, Rickster, are probably in there laughing at you and taking screen recordings for the FYP? I mean, over 1,500 people liked a video thinking that your relationship's a fucking joke. Like,
gangs up on Talia, because that's what we like to do, let gang up on. And let me be honest, right, when I went to somebody's door, Corey, fucking Levi, fucking EQ, because we're talking about their child, and doxing Talia's address.
And I said it's wrong. Everybody knows
I'm not going to argue over there. I'll turn around and say I won't turn up to any people's address again.
once again, very clearly, I will say, as I've said many times, don't agree with that. said it many times. I know you keep saying nobody does, even though you named me as one of the reasons that apparently this child has been lost. I never once spoke about it. I just called you two out on other bits of bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I turned around and said. Okay, that's all I'm saying on that matter. It's the end of it, okay? But there's 4 people, there's 4 on 1 here. There's 4 on 1.
I don't care. Okay, Rick's
No,
right.
can I just say,
I'm
I'm
on handle herself. If Talia felt anyway, she would jump out the box or she would say, hang on a minute, Miss Reds. She's doing fine.
Yeah, people switch all sorts of manipulation. Oh, it's a woman, it's a man, it's 2 on 1, it's 3 on 4. Jesus Christ, you're adults and you know how TikTok work. If you're not comfortable, leave.
Yeah, and can I just say, Talia,
Big respect to Donna here. Sometimes Donna's a complete walkover. She is. She's sometimes a complete fucking walkover. Sometimes she's too busy people pleasing as well and stuff like this. She stood quite firm here. I've got to say, I've got to give her credit on this one. She stood quite firm throughout this.
like obviously what's been said on this app about you, it has been disgusting from all angles. However,
Talia, and I'm defending Rick's dad. I push my beef.
But Talia, if just like a situation, I don't know if you've got a daughter or not, but if your daughter was home alone and a man turned up to her address, would you think that was intimidation?
Are you talking about my daughter or a 40-year-old woman?
Look at that. The twist. It's a simple yes or no question. And when you can't answer that question, it's because you know that the answer that people are expecting you to give would show that you're an arse. Right? Because who the hell else would not say, you're right, yes, I agree, that's wrong. I would not be happy. Yes, you're right. But of course you can't admit that, because then that would make the situation make you look bad. So you've got to twist in a different narrative. That's not the question you're being asked.
Woman that's been spat in her
I'm
mouth.
just talking about any woman,
If my daughter,
Not the question you're being asked.
and I'm going to tell you this straight, spat her mouth on the internet the way that EQ does, I would have no sympathy for her.
So you would want blokes turning up at your daughter's house? I'm sorry, right? Am I just a parent who, no matter what my children do, whatever mistakes they make in life, if they do something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I could ever walk away from my children or be happy, especially if I had a daughter, that 2 men turned up at their doorstep in the middle of the night wearing gloves, trying door handles, that I wouldn't be there like a fucking shot. I'm sorry, are you alright, Talia? Are you okay? You'd be like, alright, fine, let him have it.
Would you, as a mother, think that?
Well, I'm sure
that was intimidation.
But that's because she can't admit that that is fundamentally wrong, because she's got to back up Wigster, hasn't she? With this absolute ludicrous situation.
Very upset, but I couldn't care less. Do not talk about my children, do not talk about people's grandchildren, don't make threats, don't tell you're going to stick one in people, don't be a bully, and then maybe people won't turn up to your doorstep. There is nothing you can say, I'm sorry SJH, but there's nothing you can say to make me feel the slightest bit guilty. I don't care.
I'm not asking you to feel guilty or anything, because I think what people have said on this app...
SJH, very well spoken here, very calm. She's not rising to Talia's constant, like she always sounds agitated and on the attack.
all around has been disgusting. But I personally thought going to somebody's door, if that was my child or, you know, of any age, I would...
Who would disagree, Talia Dean? I don't know anybody else who would disagree with SJH's point here, you know?
I think that was intimidation. Whether that was the
Talia being irate screams guilt, correct?
intent, or if he just wanted a conversation, it's very intimidating.
I know
and that's all I wanted to say.
It is, but maybe that's what people need.
I know it was intimidating, but that's what people need. So there we go. That's what you call a fraudulent slip or spillage or whatever. So basically the intention was to intimidate EQ and Corey and Levi. The intention was to intimidate. Maybe that's what they need. We all know that anyway.
Is it the right? Because nothing else works. The police don't work. Fighting back doesn't.
Police don't work, so we need to go around and intimidate. Police maybe don't work because nobody's committed a crime. You absolute divvy.
Well, nothing works with this person. This person is out of...
One sec. It's funny because up at Southwick today, the police, they say Google Photos, my camera, up at Southwick Police Station, my area today, they believed a crime's been taking place, but I won't be able to reveal that until a while down the line, I think.
Control. So at the moment,
I think everybody's fucking out of control, to be honest. I think it's.
I've never.
The police work quite efficiently if there's actually crimes and evidence. Usually. Not all the time, but usually.
And you have never gone to these depths. She's absolutely sick. And can I also just say, the exposing TikTokers where Luke's address and my address was put on, she's behind that account because I've got all the DMs that Dr. Evil has sent me. She's behind.
Sorry, can I break this down? Let me break this down. So this Dr. Evil, from what I understand, lied about who they are. Right? Lied about who they are. Created an account, took other people's photos from the internet or whatever the fuck it is, lied about them, has zero credibility. And you're... and they're your star witness. Fuck me. Honestly. Standard. You know what I mean? I'd believe them too.
Behind that account. So did she care when my address went online? Did she?
Have you actually got proof of that?
Yeah, I've got the DMs between her.
DMs is not. What's that proof of?
And exposing TikTokers. They're messaging each other. She's telling them what to post. Dr. Evil sent me everything.
Is it screen recorded, Talia, where somebody clicks on the profile picture from the messages and it takes them to the profile? Honestly.
Avocado account.
No, not even the avocado. Dr. Evil has sent me all the exposing. So you know the account that put Luke's address online?
Yeah.
That's her.
Is this evidence going to be shown?
No, it's gone to the police. I can send it to you.
It's gone to the police. But doxing isn't a crime, Talia. Make it make sense. Earlier on, doxing wasn't a crime, Talia, but apparently this one's gone to the police.
But it's not to go online.
Okay,
right, okay.
But you could...
So where was the care?
I want somebody to ask Red if Talia showed her that proof. Red, I watched a screen recording the other day where Talia said she would show you the proof that it was Evil Queen who was behind doxing Luke the Judge. Have you seen that proof? Is it definitive? I bet she hasn't. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. Make sure to pin yourself, Buffy.
When she done that, she's been putting pictures of my cars up, putting pictures of my doctor's surgery, pictures of the school. So when my partner arrives on
all wrong, yeah, exactly.
her doorstep, she should have expected that because there's only so much people can take, and that's the truth. And everybody needs to know that. Everybody needs to know that there's only so much you can do on the internet to people.
Before Rickster will come and shout through your letterbox, call you fat bum, and then walk away.
Crack. And don't forget, only 2 months ago she was singing
"Hey Roy,
Bye Bye Baby" about my dead baby.
And yeah.
Well, the misread's bitched out. It wouldn't affect a police case.
That was where, you know, the opinion that we had.
I doubt misread really has much of a police case, if I'm honest with you.
On that, you know, you had a lot of TikTok behind you, but I'm still going to say it's wrong men turning up to a woman's house, even though we know what's been done.
I agree.
You know what's been said. I still believe, you know.
Yeah, but to be fair with Red here, like, you can have hatred towards somebody. Like, I don't even hate any of these people. Like, I just haven't. I'm not that kind of guy, but like, obviously, I dislike Talia and Rickster. I think they're scum, you know. But I don't think about them every day or every minute of every day or whatever. But I still wouldn't want them doxed. I still wouldn't agree with any of the doxing or any of the thing. You know what I mean? Still don't agree with that shit, because you can separate any sort of, whether it's personal drama or anything like that. Just don't agree with that. I don't think anybody should. I'm totally with Red on this one. Like, nobody should be being doxed, full stop.
I know the police go really slow. It needs to be left in the hands of the law because, you know, then, obviously now, you know, you kind of like lose the right to be a victim in a sense of the fact that you've gone out and done that. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of like takes away what's been said.
Well, they know that.
Agree.
That he's rocked up to her door. I told them. I said we've lost it, and the reason we lost it is because that man came to my door and my 8-year-old opened the door to restrain.
No evidence. I'm sorry, but like, parenting, that's a safeguarding issue. Why is your 8-year-old opening the door to people? My children would have never been opening the door, answering my front door to anybody. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If they were able to open the door without you being there to see what was going on, they're also able to open the door and up off and fuck off. Like, that's how children go missing. Like, you know, each to the road, maybe it was a huge learning curve, maybe it made a mistake or whatever, you know, like, people all make mistakes and shit. But that, to me, is concerning. You know, a stranger was able to potentially have entered the house, or, you know, God knows.
Honest to God, right? So, obviously we know what's been said, and revert back to me what's been said about me, and, you know, what's been said about me. But if I was pulling up in cars and going to people's addresses, I wouldn't have a leg to stand on, you know.
True. And that's what they don't get.
I'm no longer the victim. It would make me just as bad.
The police said it's not harassment. You've only been once. If you went back, it would slightly become harassment, but you have to
It would slightly become harassment. I don't believe the police told you that at all.
actually be harassing people to be done for harassment. Knocking on someone's door is not harassment.
I mean, it's happened now. You know, it's happened, and we can, you know, sit here and argue, you know, or have a debate about it until the cows come home. But I just think, I mean, and you'll agree, Tony, it's just gone way too far.
It's gone way too far. I've had social services call me because apparently I drag my kids around by their hair in the house. You know, people will say the why.
And do you know who said that? Aunt Sally. And do you know where I think she got that information? From Rickster. One of the many times that you two had fell out, broke up, or he was just laying down a smear campaign in case the relationship would end. Oh, well, you know what I'm dealing with behind the scenes, etc. It's a very wild thing to just pick out the sky. And the way Sally phrased it was like she had been told it by him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what else we've got left. I'm only on for about 7 minutes. And then I'm coming off at 8 o'clock, but then I'm going to come back on maybe about five minutes later. Sub-only live, we're going to be watching stuff on YouTube and just chilling. One sec. I'll just cherry pick a few things. Oh yeah, this is a good one. So these are some lovely photos of Rickster and Talia. So Talia called me a fat see you next Tuesday, and Rickster has called me fat many times. This has been provided by Sophie Bailey. Sophie says, hi Ricky Walker and Natalia Francesca, in brackets Talia Dane. I just wanted to let you know that trying to insult my body doesn't bother me, as you can't fat shame a woman who isn't fat. What is fat anyway? And when did you get to dictate how society should look at the female body? So when you are trying to use them derogatory terms to attempt to bring a woman down, which would never work, why don't you think how the BBW would feel, who have many struggles with their weight and appearance? The women who can't even look at themselves in the mirror without crying, who suffer greatly from body dysmorphia. As two holy people, and I use that term loosely, you should be extremely ashamed of yourselves. I would expect nothing more, though, from two people who have nothing to show in life and hate themselves so much. Anyway, happy anniversary. And Talia, don't gaslight Ricky again, or watch what will happen. Love from yours truly, Sophie effin' Bailey, as you refer to me. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's really well said. And, you know, they've body shamed many people. And can I just ask, what the fuck is this I'm being tagged in? Breaking news, it's a girl.
Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more.
I thought this was bullshit. This is actual news.
It's written all over these. Baby, I can
After much anticipation, Mummy Pig has finally revealed the gender of her third piglet, and it's a girl. Is this true?
see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more.
I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, you tagged me in the craziest shit. There was a big reveal. I don't even know what that is. The tower? Never mind. Oh, yes. So, Jojo has a theory. We're going to end up with this. Jojo has a theory to why Talia and Rickster might be getting confused about whether he turned up with many men or whatever, right?
Hi, only me.
Go, Jojo.
Just popping in. Have a quick word with Rickster. Deadly serious I am now. Deadly serious. I don't know whether you know me or anything about me, but I'm psychic. I am. I try to keep it quiet, you know, because I can't be bothered with the psychic.
After 5...
Oh, shit, sorry.
Deadly serious I am now. Deadly serious. I don't...
Make sure Jojo's pinned if she's in.
I don't know whether you know me or anything about me, but I'm psychic. I am. I try to keep it quiet, you know.
I don't know how she keeps a straight face.
I can't be bothered with the psychic stuff. Anyway, I'm really good. I'm almost as good as some singers. I am at the psychic stuff. Anyway, so I watched Jenna Live, and somebody asked you about the person that you went with them, a fellow psychic, I think, that went with you to visit EQ and Corey, and you said you went on your own, and I thought, someone's got to tell him. So I'm going to take on that responsibility because I feel I should.
Also, can I just say, the guy who went with Rickster, right, there was a bit of a slip here yesterday, and I don't know if everybody knows this. So the guy who went with Rickster was that Gaz guy, which is in his live quite a lot, right? He is ex-military. He's ex-military. Rickster was talking about it last night. I got sent a clip. So he took somebody he knew who was ex-military to the houses. The guy with the gloves and the hood-ups and everything like that. Yep, ex-military. Interesting choice.
I feel it's my duty to tell you. You've got an attachment. You've got an attachment. There's a ghost following you around. I could see him clear as day on EQ's doorbell camera.
It's called Gaz.
Yeah, he's about your height, I'd say. Probably not that much older than you. I would say, I don't know. He was definitely wearing black gloves. I could see that. Definitely from this century. But yeah, he's like your little shadow. And it's definitely attached. In fact, I thought at one point you could see him because I think you said something like, "Let's go." And you were definitely mumbling. And I thought, oh, hang on. The attachment's trying to talk through you. So I don't think you know about it. So if you need an exorcism or anything, there are people you can call. Yeah, paranormal teams will come out and investigate for you. They will. But yeah, I thought you needed to know because you're obviously not aware that people are following you around. I mean, for me, I'd rather have an attachment than a stalker because you having a stalker, well, that would be a tad ironic.
Yes, absolutely brilliant. Delivered at the end. I love Jojo. Big love to Jojo. What else? Have I got anything randomly, quickly? Oh, we'll just do this again.
Can everyone tap my screen on coming out? Guess the words takeaway. Guess the words takeaway.
Right, guys, look. If you sub, we're gonna do a sub live in about 5 minutes. Also, we have just launched our sub-only Discord. So to get that, go to my profile, click my profile picture, click the subscription bit, go to the sub-only space and you'll find the link there. If you're struggling with that, obviously just come back in about 5 minutes. I'll be live for subs only. Right, thank you everybody who sent any gifts, commented, liked the live, subscribed today, everything like that. You guys are friggin' awesome. I'll see you in about 5 minutes subs. We're going to watch some YouTube. Peace.